Hey, Groovers. G'day. How's everyone doing? It's Friday night in Australia, so fuck knows what time it is where all of you Groovers are. Let me put my camera on, although it's a fixed cam on my bench this evening. I've been mucking around. Here we go. Hello. G'day, Groovers. I've been mucking around trying to get the cameras set up like last time when I had the split screen, but I couldn't stop the high-pitched squealing noise. So it's just one camera tonight. It's Friday anyway. Who wants to cam up on a Friday? Hello, RR Jade. Thank you to Mel too for putting a little thing up saying I was about to go live. I just saw that. Hey, gone girl. Renee LL Bino. Mel's a weirdo. Everyone's a bit weird in this part of the YouTube world. You hear I know how to cook, Grandma Ducky. Who told you that? I pay people a lot of money to spread that rumor. I'm glad it's getting out there. Now, welcome if you're watching on the Traces of Nuts channel or the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. It would be great if people could bump on over to the Shitty Kitty Kitchen channel. It's where all the cooking is going to happen from the 1st of July. So if you like the cooking, how do I do this? Because I've only got the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. Hang on, I'll just drop it into StreamYard chat. Here we go. So that's the Shitty Kitty Kitchen channel if you're not on there at the moment. If you're on Traces of Nuts, hopefully that link comes up in Traces of Nuts too. Wait a minute, I might just have to open another YouTube channel to see what the frig is going on. And then we can have a bit of a chat. And grow your business. How to make a YouTube banner. God, that's the least of my worries, dude. And then we can have a bit of a chat. Actually, I need to switch over to Traces of Nuts. That was the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. Good heavens, I'm just logging in over on another browser. The things we do. And then I want to have a bit of a chat and hang out for a sec. Okay. So now I'm over in Traces of Nuts. So I'm going to drop the Shitty Kitty Kitchen link in there too. Does it work? Did it work? I don't know. I can't tell. What the fuck? I've got 14 thumbs down. Wow. How did that happen? There's only like 3 people watching. 7, 8. 14 thumbs down. What have I done? What have I done in the YouTube world? I have not been on YouTube for a week. And you like my bracelet? This one? This is a charity one. It's for Ocean. It's a US charity. They clean up the oceans all over the world. And I subscribe to them. And hey, Michelle P. Hi, Ruth. Yep, so what? Hello. The Night Doll Stalker. Drama in Pajamas. FOD, knock it off. I don't even know who half of you Groovers are, but welcome. How the frig did I get 14 thumbs down on this video? That's so bizarre. I've taken a week off YouTube for numerous reasons. Lots of friends and family and stuff in town for Dark Mofo. Actually, fuck all of y'all 14 thumbs down fuckers. I'm going to pour myself here we are. We're making dinner on a Friday night. Get a glass, pour in a nice South Australian cheeky red. We're having a Church Block Cab Sav Shiraz Merlot from the lovely wine region of McLaren Vale. I'm not sponsored. And dinner is served. Stay groovy, everyone. Screw the haters. Well, it's a bit cunty, to be honest, because this channel doesn't even have 100 subscribers, the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. I had a week off YouTube because I had friends and family visiting, and then when they all left, unfortunately, another friend of mine passed away on Tuesday, and I've been processing that. Incredibly sad. She's been sick for 2.5 years with breast cancer, but very young with 2 young children. So it's been a really sad farewell for little Cherie. And I finally felt like going live again after all of that. And 14 thumbs down before I've even poured a glass of wine. You pricks, get a life. Seriously. If you don't like zoodles, fine. But it's a shitload of interaction on a YouTube channel with not even 100 subscribers. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone. It's very sad. I mean, obviously, we knew that we weren't going to have her with us for a long time. She was very passionate about voluntary assisted dying, the movement down here that I helped letterbox for last year. She was unbelievable in terms of a human being who was living with death in her face. She lived so well and did so many amazing things and just built beautiful memories with her husband and her 2 little kids. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a really sad week to have to say farewell. But in a sort of poetic beauty, I guess she also got to choose her time to go, which is pretty lovely. Fod's on a thumbs down rant. This is what Fod does. But Fod and I do not know each other. So that's kind of weird. In fact, the only time I've ever had anything to do with Fod popped into my chat to thank me for sticking up for Kyle when he was being called a predator. That is truly the only involvement I've ever had with Fod. So I find that really weird. But in any event, it's a lot of action on a tiny little channel with, 66 subscribers. So, over a third of the subscribers have, they're probably not subscribers that are thumbing me down, but it's a pretty good figure considering it's a third of the people subscribe to the channel. I'm glad she got to choose too, Gone Girl, and obviously you've been very much in my mind. I did see a beautiful photo of you in a really gorgeous dress, actually, on your Facebook page. I haven't had a chance to do much Facebooking, but I just think you look lovely in that dress, the blue dress. Much better to have a choice. So we're going to be making, it's not a long live, hopefully, because the 14 thumbs downers are already disgruntled. God forbid I go for too long. But we're going to be making a tuna and broccoli zoodle bake. It's a really easy dish. It's yummy, I hope. I haven't made it before, but it's got all the things in it that I love. And it's a brilliant dish for any of you who've got kids who don't like eating veggies. This is, I think, a fun dish because you can get them to help you make the zoodles. And it's sort of got veggies hidden throughout. Now, if you don't know what a zoodle is, it's probably because you don't live in a country where we call one of these things a zucchini. In other parts of the world, they're called a courgette, not to be confused with a little red Corvette. So maybe in other countries they could be called koodles. I don't know. Joey Wilson, hello. Good to see you and loving your channel, gorgeous. I don't have any mods on the Shitty Kitty Kitty channel yet, so I probably should. Let me give you a little wrench, Jojo, and you can drop a link to your channel because I'm loving what you're doing. Mel put me onto your work, and we're proud of you. Why can't I see Joey in the live chat? Joey Wilson. It's a flaming courgette. Some of you call them a squash. This is so weird, Joey Wilson. I can't see you in my Shitty Kitty Kitchen chat. But I can see you in StreamYard. Oh, hang on. Maybe you're on Traces of Nuts. But I wanted to mod you up on the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. If you can see in chat, I planted a link. I don't know if it worked or not, but I can't see you on This is so weird, Joey Wilson. I can't see you over on Traces of Nut. Oh no, I'm still on the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. Huh. That's bizarro. Okay. Well, look, type Joey M. Wilson in, use the channel filter. You'll see her channel. She's doing commentary on quite a few of the true crimey sort of people, and it's really interesting. They're fun. But anyway, let's get on and start making this little thing, and I'll show you how we're going to make zoodles in a minute. There's 2 ways you can make a zoodle. It's so weird, Joey. I can see you in StreamYard. Ah, gotcha. All right, I'll give you a little wrencheroo. I can't make you a moderator. That's probably because I've only got 67 subscribers. I've got no make you a moderator option. Oh, well. It's a moderator-free channel. There you go. 15 thumbs down and 11 up. Wow, someone's grumpy tonight. If it is all the same person, keep them coming. See if you can get more thumbs down than I have subscribers. YouTube will be like, fuck, this chick's on our radar. She's doing an amazing thing on the algorithm. Look at all that interaction. Anyway, we're going to start cooking. Good lookings. Even you, thumbs downer. You're good looking. Get a grip. It's Friday night in Australia and it's time to cook and partay. Now, the first thing we're going to do is whack the oven on. If you're on a Celsius oven, it's 220 degrees Celsius. If you're Fahrenheit, it'll be 425. It's got to be up nice and high. I think the thumbs downer should get high, actually. Loosen up. Alrighty. The first thing we're going to do, and like I said about hiding a bit of veggies in it, we're going to get ourselves one of these here heads o' broccoli, and we're going to blitz the crap out of it. There will be a little bit of noise pollution. That's why I'm doing this bit first. So we can get the whiz banging out of the way. Now, even use the stems, guys, the stalks. Don't use the rank bit on the end. Get rid of that. Pop that in your recycling. Not your recycling. Don't recycle the broccoli stem. Your what's the word? Compost. Chuck it in there. But do give the stems a bit of a finer chop than the other bits because they're a bit hard. But this little fucker has amazingly sharp blades. So I know it's not going to struggle to blitz these up. And you could use a big food processor if you want, but I think food processors are a pain in the ass to clean. These little guys are much easier, and if you've got to do it in a couple of loads, well, so be it. You don't end up standing at your sink washing up a food processor and all of its parts for 23 hours just for the sake of some blitz broccoli, right? This is a healthy dish we're making tonight as well for anyone who's sort of wanting to get on a bit of a health kick. This is from, some of you know I love Donna Hay books. This is from a series of magazines she did called Fresh and Light. And she sort of comes up with some pretty cool, healthy recipes with lots of veggies and stuff. Mel, stop thumbing her down. Look, whoever's doing it, I'm glad you're here. I'm flattered. I'm flattered you're logging in and out of all of your different accounts. But if it is FOD, I don't understand because we never had a bad word, ever. In fact, the only words we had were, thank you for sticking up for Kyle, Tori. And I was like, thanks, FOD. That was it. All right, noise pollution coming up. I'm just going to blitz up some of the broccoli and not knock over my wine in the process. And you want to process it till it's finely chopped. We're getting there, almost finely chopped. Are you talking vibrators, Joey Wilson? Is that what's going on over there? Keeping things in boxes. Trust me, the more wine I drink, the more porn this show will become. If you don't believe me, just take a look at that little beauty. Yep, get on the earplugs. You wish you like wine? Yep, so what? Look, even if you don't, I think you should drink it. When you get more thumbs down than subscribers, that's a cause to crack open a wine. All right, Ski, so that's the first bit of blitzing, and we're just going to chuck our blitzies into a large mixing bowl. This is my favourite mixing bowl. I love it. Despite its size, it just slides into your fridge and you can do all kinds of big projects in it. Like, it's a fantastic bowl. Love it, love it, love it. Fingers in ears. It's not that bad, Ruth. Toughen up. Toughen up, sister. Oh, you want one of these little things? So this is just a little Breville little stick mixer, but it sort of comes with a few different options. So I'll show you. I'll show you what it has. I'll give you a break from the noise pollution for a minute. So you get the stick part. I'll just disconnect. So you get this little bit, right? It's a little Breville. And you can do lots of different things with it because, do you guys remember bar mixers? Are they an Aussie brand or are they international? So one thing you can add is this thing that's got a little blade in the bottom. And so this is like a bar mix. And that one you give it a rev in, like you can, you know, for when you, say for example, soup. So many people make all their soups and then they chuck it in a blender to liquidize it and get rid of all the chunky bits, but you can use this little thing, and you can even use, they give you a bigger jug as well, so you can vroom vroom vroom, so you can make sauces and stuff with it, right? But then if you want to use the food processor, there's also this little groover which has this blade that sits in there. This is a lid, so like if you make something in here like a pesto, you take the little blade out and you whack the little lid on and chuck him in the fridge. But it's got a second job. You put it upside down on your bench, and while you're blitzing the crap out of stuff, it makes it a non-stick. It keeps it sitting on the bench nice and tidy, like. Vroom, vroom. Amazon, here I come. So it's a Breville, and I think it might just be called a stick mixer or a mini food processor. I don't know what, I've had it for years. It doesn't have a name stamped on it anywhere, but yeah, they're really handy, and you know, you don't have to set up your bloody gigantic food processor and do all the washing up and all that sort of stuff. And I use them for everything, like when I make little bliss balls, you know, like little protein balls with dates and nuts and fruit and chopped chips and things like that. The little snacky bally things I like to make. I make them in that. Anything that you probably would put in a blender, but just be mindful of the size. But the big jug is handy too. Fancy. It's actually not that fancy, I don't think. I mean, I think this is the sort of cheap alternative to buying some big, almighty, expensive gadget. Just give that a bit of a wipe. So we're just going to blitz the rest of the broccoli. And that just clicks in like that. And then you've got the little accelerator button up on top. So you can have settings from low through to high. Just moving that wine, I can see it going flying. But yeah, I just call it a stick mixer, so it might have a different name. I'll probably put a bit too much broccoli in. In fact, there's a few chunky bits in the bowl, so we're just going to be doing a bit of blitzing for a minute or two. Just mute me if you don't like noise pollution. You could probably chop it up a bit finer. I was so busy showing off my stick mixer. Everyone makes them here but Breville. Oh, really? But there'd be other brands that make this sort of thing, surely. Like, I think this is a fairly sort of common kitchen appliance, isn't it? Or is Australia leading the pack with this gadget? I don't know. I can see it's still a bit chunky in there. 16 thumbs down, far out. Somebody's now going, fuck, what are all my passwords? I'm going to take a few pieces of this out. It's like saying, fuck you, motherfucker, to the thumbs down and not me. But like Bar Mix is a similar product, if you can get them where you live. Just keep whacking the broccoli in. Got a little bit more to do to blitz. Listen, I love Laura, and she did a live the other day saying, where are the cars going? Oh, I saw the where are the cars going. That was hilarious. I didn't realise. I thought there was a bridge. I thought they were on a bridge. And then when I saw the footage, it's actually like a road that splits. It's like it's not even a fork in the road because it's quite a sharp bend to the left or the right. I saw the horse too. Not buying one made by Russell Hobbs. Lots of others looking for a German one. Yeah, German Wizzies would be good. A new mystery for life, perplexing search. But okay, I'll do that later, Joey, for sure. It's her voice that makes it so funny. Oh no, the cooking channel. Bar Mix is BAMIX. Some people call them a BAMX, but I'm a tomato, you know. All right, we've blitzed the crap out of the broccoli. Woohoo! Pretty awesome. Got to be happy with that on a Friday night. Things are happening. So you chuck the rest of the broccoli in the bowl. Now, I haven't made this before, but I have never made a Donna Hay I didn't like. Truly, true story. I love all of her food. So just get all that blitz broccoli. So this is where hiding the veggies from the kids, you know. I didn't have the bear in myself, but friends of mine with children, getting them to eat veggies always seemed like the biggest pain in the ass. So, you know, have a crack at hiding veggies because I know that's what a lot of my friends used to do. Okay, we're having a sip in between each ingredient. Love her caramel slice. Whose caramel slice? Oh, Donna's. I haven't made that. I shall make that soon. I love me some caramel and a caramel slice, even better. Although on this channel, on the Shitty Kitty Kitchen, there's a really cool, it's called a Twix bar, and it's super healthy. It's even vegan, and my nephew loves it. So if you're looking for a slicey, chocolatey, yummy thing. No, I still haven't watched Illy. I'm so sorry. I'm making a note right now. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst person in the world. I don't know what time you, at what point you came into my live, but we had Dark Mofo on and 2 weeks of house guests and then sadly a death this week as well. My brain's just all over the place, but I'm writing on a little post-it note right now, Illy, and I'm sticking it on my laptop. I am so sorry. Yep, so what? Oh, yeah, send me a link if you want. But thank you, because the chances of me now finding it in my Mel's chat Mel, we talked about it such a long time ago. So that'd be great, actually, if you could do that. Yep. So what? That'd be cool. Yeah, bar mixes are expensive. That's why I went with the Breville, and it's just as good, in my opinion. All right. I'm having another sip before the next ingredient. So, on with the show. We've blitzed a crap out of a whole head of broccoli. We've whacked it in a bowl. Now we're going to start adding some other ingredients, starting off with half a cup of parsley, finely chopped. This poor parsley, it's almost at the end of its days. Sadly, that's a bit more than half a cup, but, you know, I love my herbs. All the herbs. Digging all the herbs. Hey, are there any channels? I'm not saying the Summerwells thing isn't important. It is. I'll save a bit of this and put it on the top as well as a bit of a garnish. That's what I like about Friday night cooking too, is using up things that have been sitting in your fridge all week. Although this is probably 2 weeks. Herbs and stuff just last forever down here because they're picked fresh when you buy them. And I've got some really cool Tupperware containers that keep all my herbs and veggies and stuff fresh a lot longer. They really work. I don't know how. These little Tupperware containers, they've got like a little gauge on the lid, and you either have them allowing some air in, a little bit of air in, or no air, and depending on what sort of veggie it is. But some of the things can last like 3 weeks in there. It's incredible. Oh, you're on your third Burby. Nice. Happy Friday night. We've got to do a live. You, me, and Mel, Joey Wilson. Be hilarious. But yeah, I've barely seen any YouTube. I've barely done anything. I watched MasterChef last night, and Sabina did incredibly well. And I had a bit of a hint because I saw her mum and dad at lunch on Sunday, and they said, oh, you've got to watch this week. It's Sabina's best week in the show. So I did, and she ended up getting immunity from a double, not an evacuation, a double, you know, the tribe has spoken. Get the you're gone. Elimination. Ruth, they're going to love you. We all love you, Ruth. I did. Yeah, I saw that. You don't think they've even searched in that other little building, Joey? But yeah, it's an important case for sure. But it was weird having a bit of a break from YouTube. And then I was like, today I was like, oh, what should I listen to while I drive to the next town to go to the market? And everything was summer. Like it was just, oh no, there was that other kid too, Xavier. Now look, I've got a question, everybody. When did the pronunciation of Xavier go from Xavier to Xavier? Like when and why? Because, they said in the conference, wow, okay. Interesting theory, Joey. I don't know enough about it to really be able to comment with any sort of intelligence, but I was just interesting that my notifications, it was just all summer. So about half a cup of parsley leaves. That's probably a bit more than half a cup. It's probably more like a cup, but what I'll do is I'll keep a little bit on the side. And we'll get a bit posh when we've cooked this. Now, this zucchini thing takes 20 minutes to cook, so the sooner I get in the oven, I can just hang out and have a bit of a chat with you groovers, drink some wine, and then serve this fucker up. Next up, some chives. Now, it says 2 teaspoons. Are you kidding me? Nobody does 2 teaspoons of chives in this house. Oh shit, nearly sliced my finger. That would have been some live action for you all. You're not cooking if you don't cut yourself at least once. Don't know who told me that, but I told me that. So just chop up some chives. I'm doing a bit more than 2 teaspoons. If you love them, go nuts. Who does 2 teaspoons of chives? It's ridiculous. Who's going to buy a bunch of chives to use 2 teaspoons? Hey, thingamajig. Oh, what are you cooking, Groover? What's cooking in your kitchen, thingy majig? I didn't think anyone would join me at this time. I thought everyone would be cooking dinner and asleep. But no, I've had even 16 thumbs down, and the number hasn't gone up. So whoever that grump was, hey, gang, ninja, g'day, Groover. Aviable ninja. What's cooking? Good looking. Next up, we're going to grate the rind of a lemon. And as you all know, I like to do so with my little microplane. You can use the little tiny scrawny feature on a cheese grater. I've never found them good. Spend a bit of money and get a microplane, or you can get like the Martha Stewart did a range of kitchen stuff that's super cheap that you can get at like the Reject Shop and Shiploads and stuff like that in Australia. You can grab a microplane there for a couple of bucks, but you'll probably also take off 3/4 of every finger as well with them. Spend a bit more and get I think this probably cost me $15, something like that. Another YouTuber has named her TikTok mum. Oh, I just saw something about yeah, I don't know what's going on in that family. A lot of interesting and wrong things by the sounds of it. I saw your comment about the 15-year-old. I just find it interesting that I'm subscribed to a heap of channels. Like, Joey, I really liked your video because it was short, sweet, to the point, right? You didn't have to go live for 6 hours to make that point. But I just find it bizarre that, like, all the true crime channels I'm subscribed to are all talking about it, and then there are other channels that I'm not subscribed to that are in my recommendeds. It's just a shitload. So, grate your finely grated lemon rind, 1 lemon, and in she goes into this big bowl of deliciousness, hopefully. Next up, we're going to add a cup of ricotta cheese. So this is probably the exciting part of this dish, a bit of ricotta. So a 250-gram tub of ricotta is essentially a cup. So Thingy's just listening, but I want to know what Thingamajig is cooking. Come back for 1 second. What are you cooking? Good looking. So a cup of ricotta, or one of these little 250-gram tubs. So this is going to be the cheesy goodness, but it is like ricotta is on the scale of cheeses up there in the healthier end. Don't worry though, on the weekend I'm going to be making a few other things. I'm making, what am I making? Hang on, I'll get my little list. Over the next few days for the thumbs down person, just so you get some advance notice, I'm going to be making some carrot cake muffins, and they've actually got cream cheese blobs in the middle of them, and then they get this honey glaze. They're amazeballs, hopefully. I'm also going to be doing a vegetarian dish that I made for my niece a few weeks ago, and it's tomato and fennel beans, and then you do these polenta dumplings. Holy shit, guys. If you can't make the live, do watch it. It's like the heartiest, most beautiful wintry dish. It's really delicious and it's really easy. And I'm going to be doing that flash fried rice with the fried egg and the togarashi, the Japanese dish that we were chatting about last time I was live. I can't get that spice mix down where I live, and it only needs a tablespoon. So I think I'll probably just use a bit of mirin or something like that just to add a bit of Japanese flavour to that dish. So there are a few things coming up. Yeah, carrot cake muffins. Stir-fried Chinese vegetables and chicken. Yes, you do have to concentrate. You can't fuck around with a stir-fry. Sorry, honey. Thank you for at least coming back and letting us know. But you've got an assembly dish happening. I mean, I do too, but I can chat a bit while I do this. So a cup of ricotta goes into that bowl as well. We're also going to add some Parmesan cheese, but she says a quarter of a cup. Now, I'm just using, I happen to have this. I normally have blocks of palmy, but this was here and open. So I'm just going to use that up, you know, rather than start grating from a fresh block. She said a quarter of a cup, but I'm just going to chuck what I think looks like at least half a cup in there, because this is such a healthy dish. The cheese is the thing that's going to save it, right? So a bit of Parmesan, and then we're going to season with some salt and pepper. So just using a little salt pig. It is veggies, so, you know, go a bit nuts with seasoning because it needs all the help it's going to get if you're not a fan of veggies. And pepper, but good, well-seasoned veggies make them go from being an okay dinner to being kick-ass. So, you know, you go nuts. You put in what you like, and we're just going to mix this all together. So the ricotta and the palmy, the ricotta is going to sort of melt all through it and make it all kind of creamy, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. It does smell a little bit like a fresh compost bin at the moment, being for all veggies. But I have faith. Donna has never let me down. And that vegetarian beans with the polenta dumplings I'm making over the weekend, that's another Donna Hay. And it does freeze incredibly well. Like, it's a great leftovers dish as well. But you do want to mix this up. You don't want to have gigantic blobs of ricotta. Oh, fuck it. Let's put in a little bit more Parmesan too. Oh, you're making Tex-Mex cheese enchiladas. But good, not as sexy empanada. Billy said, Grandmama, I need cheese enchiladas really bad. Cute. I cheat. I chuck palmy in the NutriBullet. Yeah, why not? Hey, look. Cooking, if you can come up with, people can come up with shortcuts and fun things to do, they would enjoy cooking so much more. You know, cheat. Find the ways to do things that you enjoy. Why the fuck not? So there's our little creamy veggie mix. So we've got a whole head of broccoli in there, parsley, chives, a whole, well, it said a teaspoon of grated lemon rind, but I love my lemon, so I put a whole lemon in. I'm a bit of a rebel, guys. She said low-fat ricotta. No, I used ricotta. And what was it, a quarter of a cup of Parmesan? No, we put quite a bit. Sea salt and black pepper, and that's bowl number one sorted. Now, zoodles. I'm going to give you a little demo on how to make zoodles. Firstly, you've got to spend $40. Oh, come on, focus. Can you see that, guys? It's $39. Yep, $39.95 to buy one of these wanky things. Now, I'm going to show you why. You could eat that out of the bowl. It would be yummy, but I reckon it's going to be even yummy when it's cooked. This thing to make a zoodle. Now, it also makes these things. It makes, I don't know what you'd call them, sort of spirally things, or these. Now, this is what the zoodles are like, these curly whirlies. But let me just demonstrate to you how much this fucking thing cost, and how painful it is to use. So with it, you get the center piece. This is we're going to be twisting with that in a minute, and you get two different blades. Shit. A spiralizer, exactly. Hey, Planet Sunshine, how you doing? So this two-blade thing creates this ribbony thing, that thing. The single blade creates the zoodle, or in this case, that's carrot, so it's more of a cadoodle. Anywho, why this thing shits me to tears. Firstly, I got into zoodles. I thought, let's be healthy and make zoodles. And when we do like a spaghetti bolognese, get rid of the spaghetti and have zoodles instead because it's so healthy. and I bought a series of different spiralizing Zoodle making machines, and they were all shite until I ended up purchasing this prick. So the reason I don't like it, one, if your bit of zucchini or courgette is bigger than this, it will not spiralize it. So you imagine, like, this one's a decent size, but you imagine if you had, like, you know, a big one, a big donger, how many times you'd have to cut it up to get these little pieces. One of the reasons I'm going to take Planet Sunshine. Trust me, this demonstration is purely for demonstration purposes only. So you have to sort of do like this kind of size, and I learned the hard way. Then you've got to like shove this spiky thing into the top of it to give it a bit of a grip. And then on goes the spiralizer, and you line it up, and away you go, and out comes your Zoodles. Now these are, you're probably looking at it going, no, she's used the wrong blade. No, they are Zoodly. They're Zoodly. I'm actually really pissed off because this is doing a better job than it's ever friggin' done. I've obviously got the right thickness and length. My Doodle Zoodle is perfect. It's the right thickness and it's the right length. You can't see it? Here you go. Well, let me keep zoodling for a sec. Zoodly, 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 zoo. Can you see that? I can see it on the screen. Why is this behaving and actually doing its job for the first time ever? You bastard. It's just Queen Lorraine Bobbitt style. Yes. Oh, sorry, Sonny. My kitchen. So, please don't say the G word. I don't even know what the G word is. I hate to think. All right. So this bastard has actually proven itself to do exactly why it costs $40, because it has actually made a perfect pile of Zoodles. And here you go. Yep. So what? Can you see them? They're zucchini spirals or courgette spirals. And in Australia, because we're so wacky, we call them Zoodles. Zoodly-doo. I've got to get comments back. Men watching just left in pain. Oh, you needed to do the full screen. So, in any event, these are Zoodles, and the recipe calls for 3 zucchini. I'm just going to, for the sake of using up, you know, waste not, want not, and all that sort of stuff. Let's just keep zoodling on for a second. But 3 zucchinis of Zoodles, because then you've got to unravel this, which takes a bit of a, you know, a bit of wrist action. You always get this cute little knob on the end. Knob, whatever. Stab that fucker. In she goes. And twist and twist and twist and let the Zoodle magic begin. Here we go. I'm trying to hold it so you can see it. Can you see it? Here come the Zoodles. But yeah, it says to do 3 zucchinis. Now, 3 zucchinis of this, and like I said, if you had like a couple of big dongers, you're going to be zoodling for a while. I am going to finish this particular one, but you've got to multiply the time by 3. I mean, it's not, you know, this is the job you give your kids, I guess. Give it to your least favourite kid. And don't say I don't have a favourite. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We'll just get this last little bit of zook done, or courgette. But I'm going to show you another way to make Zoodles. They are courgettes, yes. Yeah, we call them zucchini. I think in the States they're courgettes, and in the UK, courgettes too. See, we say eggplant, but some people say aubergine. But for us, we say zucchini, which is why they're called zoodles. Oodles of but you can zoodle everything. You can make bloody carroty zoodles, and so that's one zucchini. I mean, it's spread the zucchini. You're getting more bang for your buck, right? That's quite a lot of zoodle action. Some of them are still a bit joined up, so you can kind of, separate them a little bit into their little ribbons of love. It's like little curly zucchini pubes. That's what's going on here. Welcome to anyone who just walked in. But it does say the recipe calls for 3 zucchini, so we could have stood here for another half an hour. I have to say that Zoodle spiralizer. Oh, you say zucchini in Texas. Cool. Awesome. That is the best that spiralizer's ever done. The other way to buy Zoodles is this way, and look, even better. A quick sale for $1.50. They were $3, $1.50 because they had to be eaten by tomorrow. And someone's already made the Zoodles for me. So I'm going to be using this bag. It does say 3 serves. I don't know. Mine are actually better now, come to think of it. If you want to compare them, I think my Zoodles are better. These Zoodles are perfect. That spiralizer was so close to being donated to a friend or charity, but yeah, you can, for $1.50, buy ready-made Zoodles too. But I actually think my Zoodles are prettier. But we're gonna chuck all the Zoodles in, the whole lot. You probably get, what does she say? Serves 4. I reckon I'll get 6 meals out of this. And you can freeze it. You like my Zoodle machine? Well, me too, because it's finally done its job. Honestly, it's done my head in. Maybe it's because I'm live and I'm chatting while I'm doing it. It's a terribly boring thing to do when you're making something and you've got to do 6 zucchini. Seriously. But anywho, we've got our beautiful Zoodles. Now, and I'm going to use, I didn't buy 3 zucchini, so I am obviously going to use the ones I bought. And the last component is the tuna, or as some of you would say, tuna. Oh, you're about to see what's going to happen, Planet Sunshine. This is a very quick assembly, although, God, I've been live for nearly an hour. This, honestly, I could have made and cooked this within the hour. It's a really quick recipe, but we do love a chat. So you need a 425 grams. So you need the big tin of tuna, like the big, it doesn't look that big, but it is. It's the big one. Try to go for chunk style. Definitely get the one in olive oil blend or any kind of oil. Don't get the one in brine. And definitely go the chunk. So you're going to get nice big chunky pieces of tuna fish, right? Oh, you're going to make this for your hubby. Cool. I reckon it's going to be yum, yum. If you guys hang around for about 25 minutes, because let's start to assemble this baby, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is put in some of the zucchini, like half of the... My Zoodles are so... What the hell is that? My Zoodles are so much... Yeah, we'll put their zucchini on the bottom. That can be the base. In fact, let's just chuck all of that in. Then you're going to add half of the tuna. And use your hands. I wash my hands. Like, don't start using 100 different spoons. You don't need it. But half of the tuna fish going in. Oh, by the way, I drained the oil out of this. So there is still a little bit in there, but I draw because it's gradually settled a bit more since I did it. But just get like a sieve and drain it. Don't wash it with water. Just drain it through that. And I just popped it into that bowl. Just washing my hands. And then half of this yummy mix, the cheesy broccoli yummy thing. All right. So I'm getting about half of that out. And you want to spread that around. You can see I'm starting to get really hungry. I'm like, hurry up, get this made, get this fucking thing made. Now, if you have like a round fry pan, around 23 centimeters diameter, you know, you could cook it in that. I've just gone with my tried, true and tested baking dish. I don't know what size it is, but it is clean. It's just very well seasoned. But you know, just use whatever works for you. You could do it, you know, in a big skillet. Anything that can go in the oven, basically, is what you want to use. Then you just put the other half of the zucchini. Oh, look how pretty my zoodles are. I feel bad now. I was really sick of my zoodle machine. These are so pretty. This looks so pretty, guys. And it's just loaded with veggies. If you love tuna. I mean, if you didn't like tuna or if you're a vegetarian, you could still make this. Just sub something in with instead of the tuna. Like you could probably, I don't know if tofu would be a good way to go, but you could do like if you wanted to add some protein, some hard-boiled eggs that you've sliced up maybe, you could add another vegetable into the mix, maybe do some carrot or some cauliflower, whatever you want really. Oh, you got your mum's Corningware. Cool. Yeah, chicken breast would be great. Make sure you have a glass and demo to the camera every time you want to use it. Huh? Can I foil the bottom? You don't need to foil it. You didn't even need to grease it. It's just like, just chuck this stuff in. Go for gold. Presumably it's all just going to kind of, I don't know, just, it's going to be okay. Maybe you get some yummy crunchy bits on the bottom. I don't know. Anyway, the other half of the tuna's going in now. I want to whack this fucker in the oven so we can all just sit and have a nice chat. Spread it out again too. Like, you know, you want to make sure there's a bit of everything in every bite. But you don't have to be too precious. And then the remainder of that cheesy broccoli goodness. Sorry, the way I cook is opposite to the way the camera is sitting. So you probably just saw a big fat bowl then and nothing else. And again, just spread it out. Because this ricotta is just going to go all melty and creamy through the whole thing. And the cheese obviously too, the Parmesan cheese. But you've also hidden a whole head of broccoli. Like, this is veggie palooza, guys. It is like a tuna lasagna. I'm glad I read that. It stopped me singing. All right, that's it, as far as I know. Oh, no, we're going to do a bit more seasoning, of course. Don't forget the seasoning. So a bit more salt. And I'll move on with comments. I did that right at the start. So some more beautiful sea salt. Australians, all let us rejoice for we are young and free. This is the best sea salt in Australia. And I'm not saying it because it's Tasmanian. It actually is. These sea salt flakes are so good. If you see them, Joey Wilson, grab them. These boxes last for ages. It's so good that even MasterChef use it. And, of course, it is made in Tasmania, but I'm not sponsored by them, but it's bloody good salt. And then some cracked pepper. I can't wait to try this, guys. It's got all my favourite veggies. Well, not all my favourite veggies, but a lot of my favourite veggies. I love tuna too. So we're just going to chuck this little fucker in the oven for 20 minutes. More cheese on top. Let's see what it's like without it, Grandma Ducky. I normally would go more cheese on top too, but I reckon with Donna, I always make her stuff true to her recipe first, and then if necessary I might change. Well, I changed a few things, like I did a whole lemon, not 1 teaspoon or whatever the frig that was. But I like to have a crack. I'm just going to go and get a stool. I can't change my camera because it's literally balancing. I took my webcammy thing off its stand and it's balancing on top of a selfie stick that is on an angle, and it's just perched on top of that. It does look yummy, Grandma. I can't wait to try it. I cannot wait to try it. I'll get a little plate and a little fork. I mean, I'd eat this out of a bowl, but I try to be dainty when I'm live. Hey Google, set a timer for 17 minutes.
17 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. But yeah, you could probably have put extra cheese on top of there. I mean, I'm keen to see what it's like with the ricotta and the oh, that's what I'm going to get, some basil. My little basil plant is almost dead. There's not much of it left. Can you see it? It's not basil season anymore. Ow, my knee just popped in the wrong direction. That kind of hurt, but yeah, this basil has seen better days. It's amazing it lasted as long as it did. If you do go to supermarkets in Australia to buy herbs, which I generally don't, I buy my herbs from the local farmers market, and I grow a lot too, but Coles actually sell basil in little pots, which is what this is. And I reckon I've had 6 months of basil out of this. So it's much cheaper than buying a bunch of basil that doesn't. So keep an eye out. You pay a bit more, like I think you pay $5 for the little pots of herbs, but yeah, the basil ones last. As long as you keep pinching the leaves and doing all that, you know, that good stuff. I'll just get a little thing. We'll have a little chat while my dinner cooks. So what else is news, guys? We don't want to put the basil on under the dish. The basil is faulty. Badumcha. The camera was pulsing, was it? Creepy. Tori doesn't get her herbs from the seed. Oh, yes, she does. Just not the ones I'm cooking with. You are on a roll, Joanne Wilson. You're a crack up. I still love Joe. I've had more fucks than you've had Twinkies comment. Oh, my God, that was hilarious. I only just discovered who you're talking about too, so that made it even funnier. Well, funny in that I knew who you were talking about. But yeah, we'll check it out, Grandma Ducky, if we need more cheese. But I like to have a crack and see if it's amazing and flavoursome, which Donna Hay always is. She's so good. That's why I'm enjoying cooking her for you guys because, well, not her, but I like doing a lot of her recipes because they're very simple. I mean, this is quite fancy for her in a way because her fresh and light stuff, she's subbing out a lot of things and, yeah, you cracked yourself up. You cracked me up too. What's happening with the yo-yo-yo lady? I don't know Planet Sunshine. I drove home the other night asking for tea, and I was told that finally all the people that were sort of not Diane's supporters, but weren't sort of outraged at the whole St. Jude's thing, are suddenly have had some sort of epiphany and they've realised that Diane's a scammer. It is t-shirt material. I'm a cheese freak too, Grandma Ducky. Speaking of, check out this cheese. If you want to talk cheeses. Now, some of you came to the farmer's market with me and I bought some of this. Well, I bought some more recently because I'm really getting into the baked bries. This is the dairy just down the road from where I live, Brim Creek. It's truffle brie, the dairy by the sea. How cute's that? But it's my local dairy, right? So it's a triple cream brie, which is porn in itself. But in addition to that, it's got a seam of truffle through it. It is fucking insane. It's not at room temperature, but I'm going to eat some. It is so amazing. So amazing. Exactly, as if you didn't know that when you first heard Diane. I know, very gullible. I mean, the fact that she never cammed up, or Wendy, that, oh, my camera is pulsing. Stop it. Why is that pulsing? You creepy camera. Oh my God, it is pulsing. How annoying. Stop it. Maybe it's the light that's messing with it. That stopped it, but it's not as pretty now. What if I put I had this on earlier, but it was in my face and annoying me. Or did I unplug it? I must have unplugged it. I had a ring light on before. I mean, it stopped the pulsing, but now there's that shiny bit where where my bench is a bit white. Trippy shit. But this cheese, holy fuck balls, like, it's so good. It's so good. It's absolute food porn. And I did like a baked cheese with part of it when my cousin was here the other night. We'd had a 10-course degustation at a restaurant called Fico in Hobart, which is one of the best meals. And I used to eat in the top restaurants all around Australia with my last job, but I haven't eaten posh for ages. But I eat very well when my uncle and auntie are here from Canberra because they are hardcore foodies. That's some water there, by the way. There. I just wiped the bench. So when Mem and I got here the other night, look at it, guys. It is so good. It's triple cream brie, which in itself is... Oh, no, we're pulsing again. How weird. All right, I won't use this rig up. I know, look, there's a disco on the plate. Let me just move that. It's still pulsing. Everyone needs that cheese. It's so yummy because you've got the beautiful triple cream brie part, but then you've got the truffle through it. Oh my God. And for those of you that don't know, truffle is like, it's not a chocolate truffle, it's the fungi truffle. Man, it's good. Do you buy the noodles where the sketty noodles are in the grocery? Oh, those Zoodles? No, they're in the veggie section. But for $40, this is the best veggie twister. I bought two before I bought this one, and they were really bad. This one is actually, it's redeemed itself. But see, like there's an example of making a bowl of vegetable zoodles. Now look for your gamoose. Mel Mel, hello. Welcome, Groover. So yeah, don't chuck this out because it's just a pain in the bum. Like I said, it's a job that you should give to a kid to do. They might happily sit there zoodling away while you're doing all the other stuff because it is kind of fun. But my zoodles were way better than the Coles ready-made ones. Just topping up my vino. It's Friday night after all. I'm meant to be popping out tonight to visit a friend, but I think I'm going to curl up in my jammies and watch a movie with Sunny. I'm catching up with the same friend tomorrow, so I had a FaceTime with a very upset grandson who just wants to be taken to his nana's now. We all want to be taken to Mel Mel's now. We used to have cheese and wine parties when I was at uni. Obviously not expensive cheese and wine. Yeah, we did the same thing. We'd have like cask wine and we'd probably all pitch in to buy one really nice, brie or camembert or something, but it was still not high end. But that triple green brie, oh my God. I'll show you a picture of what this dish is meant to look like, guys, when it comes out of the oven. We can do a who wore it best. Oh, the recipe is in the link too, in the description, guys. Donna actually has this recipe on her website, so you can all click on that and you'll get the recipe. But that's what her finished product. Now, do bear in mind hers has been styled for her magazine, and she's also done it in the skillet that I was saying. If you had like a heavy-based oven-proof frying pan, you could pop it into that. But I don't really have like a mid-sized frying pan. I've got really big ones and then smaller ones, but I don't sort of have the middle range, which is sort of that 23 centimetre range. Yeah, how are the Twinkies? So, yeah, we can compare, but this has been styled. And that's the section we're cooking out of is low-carb dinners, and look at that. Barely a zoodle left in that frying pan. They all pigged out. They didn't really. Somebody just emptied out the frying pan and took that photo. But yeah, you can find the recipe, the link to this recipe and the Donna Hay website in the description. Because I was organised and relieved I didn't have to type it up. That's the one thing about the cooking channel. I love the cooking channel. But sitting there typing out recipes can be a bit of a drag. Hey, Mel, did you see how many thumbs downs I've got? I'm kicking ass. I've got 16 thumbs down, and I had 14 when I'd been live for about 2 minutes and all I'd done is poured a glass of wine. It was unbelievable. I've got over a third of the subs on my Shitty Kitty Kitchen channel in thumbs down. Now, I'm not saying that a third of my subs did it. I'm pretty sure it was one fuckwit. Drinking my life fucking is my business. Well, what do we have? Oh, you're going to love this dish, Grandma Ducky. This is so up your alley. Oh, Planet Sunshine. Thanks for hanging out, Groover. You might have to come back and see the finished product. Oh, you noticed, Mel? Yeah. It was a bit harsh. Especially after the week I've had, like, not that anybody knew that Cherie had died, but you kind of, you finally feel like going live and spreading a little LOVE love, and some fucker comes along and spreads a little HATE hate. Thanks, Joey. Someone's pissed they can't be involved. But who? This channel has got under 100. It's got 67 subscribers. How did they even know about it? Like, I just hanged mine. You put thumbs down. Look, it's all interaction. I really don't care. But yeah, it was just a bummer. I was like, but then you can't. I mean, it wasn't really a bummer. I just thought, hey, how rude. How rude. I mean, it's still interaction, but why do that, you know? It just seems a bit cunty. Because everyone says, oh, it's all interaction. It's like, well, just give thumbs up then. It's interaction, right? Oh, Jesus. But there were allegations of who was behind it, but that doesn't make any sense to me at all because I do not know that person from a bar of soap. I'm not aligned with anyone. If it is that person that sort of hangs out with who they hang out with, either their gang or the other side. Exactly. One of my first lives, I think Joey Wilson was actually with me and Shanna. I think it was just the three of us back in the Joey the Veg days. In fact, before the Joey the Veg days, we were just walking along the beach and I was talking about my friend Julie dying. This is like 3 years ago. And got home and yeah, it had been thumbs down. I was like, that's just cunty, you know. But look, I don't get it doesn't affect me anymore like it used to. I used to think that's really bad. I mean, I've watched videos of people talking about their 15-year-old sibling dying and, you know, there's 800,000 thumbs down and I think, fuck, you know, like you can't let it bother you. It's just a weird thing that someone would be that angry that they find this tiny channel that has, 67 subscribers to do that, you know. Yeah, I think you were there too, a bit later on for sure. I'm important. I don't think it means that. Now I've got 17. Wow. So someone's watching but not participating and has just chucked in another one for good measure. Wow. I just think that, you know, when the people that do shit like that lose somebody and they want support, I'll be the first one there to support them. I don't care about sides, as you guys know. As far as I'm concerned, we're all mingling in the same YouTube city. And yeah, there's some people that won't cross town and some people that won't drink in a certain bar and all of that sort of shit. But we're all still part of the same town or city, right? So I would be there to tell them, you know, that I'm sorry or offer them a shoulder to cry on or try and make them laugh if the time was right. I wouldn't be doing something that could actually break them even more. And I'm not saying it's broken me. It hasn't. I left. You can turn off your likes and dislikes. If it was something that really affected me, I would have switched them off a long time ago. I don't know how. I can't count now how many people have died since I came to YouTube, but it's a shitload. And yeah, if I was upset about thumbs down, hey Google, stop. Just going to give it a little spin. I'm actually going to take it out and give it a little spin. Yeah, you can see where they came from, and you know, that's how I know about the one person that always makes a point of thumbs downing anything I do. It's always exactly the same place. Funny that. Just going to give that another 5 minutes. But yeah, you can turn off your likes and dislikes if it makes you, you know, lose. Oh shit! What did I do? I had to take my glasses off to open up the oven because I get steamed up, and then I'm like, oh shit, I can't read chat. They thumbs down your grandbabies. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it does show cities, and my little thumbs downer, same city every time. Every time. And while I have many actual real life friends that live in that city, I probably only have 2 people who've ever come to my channel. Maybe, oh no, not 2, maybe 5 that have come from that city. And I know 4 of them, well, 3 of them wouldn't do it. One of them, I don't think is even on YouTube anymore, and the other one's a fuckwit. So it's not hard to work out who it is. No one from the big old town of Combine, Texas. Exactly, because Combine, Texas is just full of good people. I turn mine off because it gives them less satisfaction not seeing them. I don't even look anymore. I have to go to the app to see, and I don't use it. Grandma Ducky, I just turn mine off. Yeah, I don't care. I kind of find it, sometimes it can be an opportunity for some mirth. Oh my God, Mel, I uploaded another soft 6 today, and it's another one that you did with me. It kills me. It's so funny listening back to them. I have it on like accelerated speed when I was driving around today, and it made me laugh. And then I thought, imagine if I pull up in my car next to somebody I know and they're like, you're listening to yourself in your car? I'm totally in the I don't give a fuck anymore age, Joey. I'm just leaving the dinner in a tiny bit. Yeah, it's funny as Mel. It's so funny. It's funny reliving it. And once I finish putting all the soft 6s up, I'm going to start putting up the soft 34s because that was friggin' gold too. It's the cows. See, I did turn the likes and dislikes off for a little while, and you still see them behind the scenes. And it's kind of like, well, I might as well just make them public and we can all have a bit of a laugh. Hey, yep, so what? Don't forget to send me that link. Because, yeah, if I go back to Mel's and my chat to try and find it, it'll take forever. The wind beneath. Yeah, well, that'll be coming up when we reload the soft 34 for faux show. Faux show. In fact, it's already, I think, in one of the episodes of the soft 6, the first time, like the recorder wind beneath, and my heart will go on, because I did that whenever it was. Like, God, it was 4 years ago in 2000, so 5 years ago now. If you liked lampoons and want to laugh, watch The Vacation. It's a pee in your pants. The Vacation? What are you talking? Oh no, I'm pulsing again. We're pulsing. We're pulsing. We do. Stop pulsing. Oh, Mel, thank you. She's just sent the Illy video again. Thank you, gorgeous. I did stick this on my laptop keyboard to make sure. I keep meaning to, and then Mel knows more than most the crazy life I've been living. It's okay. Yep. So what? We got it. We got it. The Vacation on Netflix. All right. Well, Mel, Sonny and I are going to watch a movie tonight, so I'm going to watch The Vacation. Cool. Good recommendation, Joey M. Wilson. Thanks, Vag. Thank you. All right, let's get this little fucker out of the oven. I'm hungry. Just putting this stool away. I'm actually going to get a little bowl. I think this is going to need, personally, a little drizzle of olive oil across the top of it. That's my plan. I'm telling you, oh my fucking God. I'm going to be watching. You haven't shopped yet? If you've got broccoli, zucchini, tuna, ricotta, you could make this dish. She and motherfucking Lynette will be famous. For show. Whoa, that oven is hot, hot, hot. All right, don't give up on it just yet, guys. Personally, for me, with a dish like this, it smells unbelievable, just letting you know. Some bits of the tuna have gotten a little bit browned on the edges, which looks delish. It's piping hot. But I'm going to garnish the top of it. Just drizzle a little bit of... Oh, hang on a sec. Is The Vacation the movie where he takes the wrong chick? Because I've seen it. Is that the one, Joey Wilson, where he takes the wrong girl? Like he takes that chick that he's had a one-night stand with and then they end up falling in love? Is it that one? So, yes, drizzle some olive oil over. You're probably not going to appreciate the beauty of it now, but it just gives it a little bit of shine. Oh, no, it's not that video. Cool. What's that one called? The wrong Tammy or something. The wrong something. And then this smells so freaking good, guys. I'm going straight to the crunchy bits. Oh, there's a bit of a long zoodle there. Now, there is a bit of water in the bottom, which is why it hasn't stuck. So that's why you didn't need to... God, this smells good. This is just like beautiful Tasmanian... I messed the brownie bit up. Oh, this is like hearty Tasmanian winter food, faux show. Oh, it's a Lampoons, but in 2021. All right, cool. I'm looking forward to it. Now, you could put on top of this, if you wanted, you could add a little bit of, if you served up zoodles, they would fire you. You could serve up, you could put like some, I'm going to taste it first, but you could put like Greek yogurt or some sour cream if you wanted to. That would go really well. I'm going to put a little bit of my basil on top. Grandma Ducky, this is the test if we need to add more cheese. I'm also going to put a little bit more cracked pepper on the top of it. And I need to get my little stool back, guys. Hey, Sunny Bum. What are you doing? We're going to have a movie night, Groover. Okay. So here's the finished product. It's the tuna and broccoli zoodle bake. Mayo, no way. No way, Jose. It's got like that white stuff is all like ricotta and parmesan. Let's see. But if mayo's your thing, I'm not saying no to you. Everyone can do whatever the hell they want. Like I always say, there's no rules in the shitty kitty kitchen. Is it scrumptious? Salmon would be amazing, I reckon. Are you talking a tin salmon or like putting a flaked, like a fillet through it? Be beautiful, I would reckon. Oh, it's hot. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. It's really hot, but holy shit. Okay, so it's got a very strong lemony flavor, which is great. But I personally would drizzle lemon juice over the top. Add some more lemon. This is the best way to get lemon juice out of a lemon, guys. Use your hand and squeeze that lemon and let the juices fall. You can definitely taste the broccoli, but not in a bad way. It sort of almost feels like an extra herb. Look, I got lemon juice jizz all over my bench. I did. I squirted. Fuck. I got some in a cut on my finger too. Ow! Oh my God. Yep. We nailed it. Now, Donna, here's a little tip for you, Donna. If you're going to make people put lemon rind in a dish, then use the juice in it too. That lemon juice sprinkled over the top has just elevated it. I'm such a neat freak. Now I've got a shiny bit. There we go. That lemon juice has taken it to another level. Sprinkle the lemon juice over the top. Yum, bo. It's really yummy. It's really light, but you know you're getting lots of veggies in it. Get some tequila and salt and lick the bench. How cool is my concrete bench though, guys? I love it. My builder was so cool. I mean, he's still alive. He is cool, but he poured this bench top on site. It's bespoke. And then he put little bits of lime in the concrete to break it up. So it wasn't just like a plain concrete slab. There's actually the little flecks and darker spots and things that you can see. He's put lime through it. So it's given it like a bit of colour, and that Tori's a squirter. This is really yummy. It definitely tastes like a healthy dinner, and that's not a bad thing. I was hankering for so many veggies. The ricotta and the parmesan, even though you can tell you're eating a really healthy, low-carb dish, the parmesan and the ricotta give it that yummy, creamy, cheesy flavour, and the parmesan gives it a really good bite. But that lemon juice over the top is the key, guys. And Donna didn't have that in her recipe. Friday night dinner and squirt. Oh my God, you guys are gross. Oh, I love you. Sunny's already assumed the position on the chair that we sit on to watch a movie together. I'll be there in a minute, Moogie. You're in serious stir-fry veg. Yeah. I actually love it when I come home sometimes during the week and I'm like, oh, what am I going to cook for dinner? And I open up the crisper and there's lots of veggies in there. It's like, oh my God, I can just do a really yummy stir-fry. I'm giving it 10 out of 10. I'm actually 9. I didn't actually see your video. I saw it after I was like right before I went live. I saw the thing. I thanked you at the start for doing that, but I didn't actually get to watch it. But there's purring noises. There's a ooze. We've got a town in Tassie called Ooze. No, look out, there's a mouse. There is. But weirdly, with your mouse without the M, There's a town in Tasmania called Ouse that's spelt like that, O-U-S-E. So when people visit, they're like, what's Ouse like? And we're all like, huh? Ouse. And it's like, what do you mean? The town of Ouse. It's like, no, it's actually pronounced Ouse. It is actually pronounced Ouse. Ask Ruth. There's one in England too, I think. I'm going to move this closer. Uh-oh. There's the tequila bit. This is really good, guys. If you love tuna and zucchini and broccoli, you'll love it. It's super healthy. There's no doubt about it. You don't feel like you're eating something naughty, which is why later on I'm going to treat myself to a Nutella donut I picked up from the donut van on the way home from the market. Yeah. See? Ruth lives next door to the River Ouse. That river is oozing. Oh, another might. No, I didn't see it. I don't have commercial telly. Another Martin Bryant doco because we just haven't had enough of them. We may not have even, well, we might have. They used to have a bit of a media blackout on Port Arthur massacre stuff here. It was quite interesting, like when it first happened, especially. And I was living in Adelaide, and I used to bring my mum home all the magazine and newspaper articles because it wasn't being published here. Oh, they're saying his dad's suicide was his fault too? Yeah, and the Tattersalls heir. The river oozes mud. Enjoy your dinner, yep. So what? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. I'm about to end this. I'll go and chomp down. This is so yummy. It's really healthy, and it'll be a ripper little one to freeze in lunch portions to have for lunch. Just give it a little nuke at work. Yum, yum. That was the Tattersalls woman, the one who left the house. I've got to keep eating this while this is hot. The one thing I don't like about cooking and eating is I always switch off and start cleaning, and then I have a cold dinner. I just thought the Tattersalls woman died because she was old. People just keep coming up with new theories, don't they? We only just had the 25th anniversary in April. Oh, grilled cheese, yum. Oh, car accident. And he was in the car. Look, I wouldn't be surprised. He was a bad kid. Okay. He'd pull on the steering wheel. Sounds pretty interesting. I'd check it out. I mean, I'm obviously interested in it because it's local, but without commercial telly, I miss things. So I'll have to see if I can find another way to watch it. Channel 7's kind of got like a streaming service, I'm pretty sure. No, Grandma Jackie. This is really yummy. It's really Moorish. It's delicious. And I can't tell which Zoodles were my homemade ones and which were the bought ones, but I still think mine were better. Send me all the links. Yeah, Dad did have control of the money. I did know that, and yeah, he was found dead in the dam. Yeah. It's interesting stuff, Joey, for sure. I know one of the lawyers who acted for him, and it fucked up his life being his lawyer. Yeah, I'm eating. I'm eating. No sheep, man. Seriously. Hey, Marie. I'm moving right along. This is ASMR. I'm eating a tuna and broccoli zoodle bacon. It's delicious. It's on the 7 website. Cool. I'll watch it. Maybe I should do something about that on my podcast, my Smooth Criminal podcast channel. Mel wants to eat a sheep. Me too, but not one that's bloody drowned in a dam. Sorry, but gross. I'm rushing to finish this so I can show you the donut I'm going to eat. Now that I've eaten a low-carb dinner, I'm going to show you my dessert. Write to him, Joey. He'll probably have to write back to you and connect the dots. He's not very smart. They may not let him have a pen or a pencil, though. He'd probably try to kill himself with it. A mate of mine's a screw at Risdon Vale. I could see if he could get a letter, a correspondence happening, but the sad thing is, well, it's sad, it's fucking horrible, but he's so intellectually underdeveloped that you'd probably get a very basic little letter back from him. Look at that, guys. All gone. That was so good. I'm going to finish my wine while I clean the kitchen. Sunny's already settling in for us to watch The Vacation. And before I go, I'm just going to show you a little donut I whipped up earlier for dessert. I would have shown you how to make these, but they're way too complicated for the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. The Shitty Kitty Kitchen's all about quick, healthy, yum yum, birdie nom nom. But later when I settle in to watch The Vacation with a cup of tea, this, my friends, is my dessert. It is a Nutella donut. Oh no, Dennis at the vet. I'm sorry, I was showing off my donut. What's happening, Anne-Marie? Spotlight Martin Bryan Stokes. I'm really actually quite interested now, Joey, for sure. If that was jam, well, you need to go and meet my friend Fiona. I took everyone on a road trip a few weeks ago to go and get her fresh donuts, her fresh jam-filled donuts. Not a big Nutella fan? All right, hang on a sec. Maybe I could tempt you with this. This is the vanilla custard with salted caramel and a white chocolate jizz. See the white chocolate jizz? And the icing sugar? Is that more up your alley, Ruth? It's vanilla custard with salted, see the little blob of salted caramel? And then they do a bit of a with the white chocolate. divine. And these are the freshest, softest donuts. The jizz one, of course. Well, there you go. I can't. I bought two, and one of them is for my sister. She's coming down tomorrow for a cup of tea, so technically I really shouldn't eat either. I'll eat one at all. Maybe I'll make the muffins before she visits. They're the only ones I've got. It was a Nutella and a vanilla custard. It's a sweet custard. They're really nice. That's that Sprinkles donut van. Some of you guys have been on little drives with me, and we've gone past. I don't know what the actual name is. It's not called Sprinkles. It's just got a banner out the front that's got a pink donut covered in sprinkles. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I thought I'd do this in an hour. Thank you to the thumbs down, Grumpy Bum, for all the interaction. 17 down and 17 up. Got to be happy with that on a channel with 67 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to the Shitty Kitty Kitchen and you enjoy the cooking stuff, please do subscribe, because it's nearly the end of June, and from the 1st of July, I'm only going to be cooking over there. I'll do little come-hithers on my community page on Traces of Nuts, but yeah, all the cooking will be exclusively, doesn't that sound fancy, on the Shitty Kitty Kitchen channel. Joey, Dennis hissed at the vet. Yeah, Sonny's meant to go to the vet in the next couple of weeks. I'll let you know how that goes. I caught the mouse. Joey, thanks for the recommendation for the movie and also the Martin Bride. I will have a look at that. Mel, Joey, and I will be doing a live threesome soon. Mel doesn't know that yet, but you do now. I'm prepared to hang around for 3 more minutes if anyone's got anything else they'd like to say before we log off. I like rounding things up to 1 hour and 45 minutes for some reason. And I've really got to learn how I can edit these videos down to just the food bits to make little videos. Because I wouldn't sit through 1 hour and 42 minutes. How does Sandra Ruchek go live? And she's got like nearly 20,000 subscribers, and she goes live and chats and uploads 40-minute videos. How? She just gets on with the cooking, doesn't she? Whereas I keep sitting on my stool and drinking my wine. And yeah, we're going to do a threesome, Mel, Joey and I. So keep an eye out for that, because it'll be a hoot. And until next time, you could just say, hey, Mel, can you edit this? Well, can you teach me how to do it? I don't feel like, because it's a lot. I know how much work is involved, and I can't pay you, so I'd rather you learn me how to do it. I like yous, Ruth. I like yous too. Like, I think I know how to do it. It just seems like really painful. And I feel like there's got to be an easier way. Otherwise, why would other channels be doing it when it's so friggin' painful? Cheers. Yeah, I don't have iMovie, but I've got the Power Director, which is sort of the Android equivalent. Actually, I've got I just got a message about Cherie's funeral Wednesday. No, you've never made me pay for anything. I love you too. I love you too, Mel. Thanks for the link, Mel. Thanks for promoting my... What's Wendy V's Save Douchebag? Who's Douchebag? Who's douchebag? Does anybody know? Save douchebag. Who's it about? It doesn't say. I'll have to have a listen. Oh, save Robbie. Oh, save douchebag. Shit. Okay. Okay. Well, that's what I'll be watching while I do the dishes. All right, beautiful people. Thank you so much for hanging out. And yeah, I'd probably give that a 9 out of 10. It's not the best thing I've cooked in the shitty kitty kitchen, but in terms of if you're really hanging out for lots of veggies and you want to do something a little bit different, and I think anything with tuna in it is divine, but people might disagree, but you could easily sub it out with other things. Well, there was some drama involving Save Robbie before I went on my little. I didn't go on a deliberate YouTube sabbatical. I just had life, life things. Um, Best I do it while I wash the dishes and not my lady, right? On that note, everybody, I love you. Thank you for hanging out and thank you for hanging out with me after my week of weirdness and sadness and everything in between. I love you guys. I really do mean that. And to the person who gave me all the thumbs down, I really hope you find some joy tomorrow. Whatever, maybe just do a poo. You'll feel better. I promise. Until next time, stay groovy and everybody. Love you, groovers.